Blue Jays hosting the Orioles, and the Orioles are plus 110 on the money line. The Blue Jays are minus 130. The over-under is 8.5 runs. The Blue Jays laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 168, meaning if you bet them that way, they must win this game by at least 2 runs. While the Orioles getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 205, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you'd win. They lose by 1, you win. Rodriguez has pitched once against the Blue Jays this year. 5 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 6-5. That was in 10 innings, and that was in Toronto. He struck out 6 batters in that game. The Orioles are 7-3 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched and 5.1 strikeouts per game in those games. In his last 5, the Orioles are 3-2. He's got a 3.2 ERA, and he's averaging 5 innings pitched. His last outing, he had no earned runs and 4 strikeouts, 2 earned runs and 6 strikeouts, 4 earned runs and 4 strikeouts, 8 earned runs and 6 strikeouts, and then 2 earned runs and 6 strikeouts. So 2 meh outings in his last 5. Now for Kikuchi, he pitched twice against the Orioles this year. 4 2/3, 3 runs, 3 earned. They lost 6-2. He struck out 3 in that game. 4 2/3, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost that game 4-2. He struck out 7. The Blue Jays are 7-3 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and 6 strikeouts per game in those games. The Blue Jays are 4-1 in his last 5 games. They've won his last 3 appearances. He's got an ERA of 2.4, and he's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched. He had 1 earned run and 8 strikeouts, 1 earned run and 4 strikeouts, 4 earned runs and 4 strikeouts, 5 earned runs and 7 strikeouts, and then 1 earned run and 8 strikeouts. So both of these guys have had 2 games in their last 5 where they've allowed at least 4 runs. Now, head-to-head, the road team's on a 2-game winning streak. The road team is 7-3. The Orioles are 8-2 against the Blue Jays in their last 10 meetings. The Orioles are on a 3-game winning streak against the Blue Jays. The underdog, is 8-2 on the money line, and the underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 9-1. There have only been 2 one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The over-under is 5-5 in their last 10, and the over-under at 8.5 runs is 5-5. The game they played today, the Orioles crushed the Blue Jays 13-6. The game they played yesterday, they won 4-2, and in the game before that, the Orioles won 4-2. The Blue Jays have only beaten the Orioles once this year, and it was the game before that they won 3-1. The Orioles are 7-1 against the Blue Jays so far this year. Overall, the Orioles are on a 3-game winning streak. They are 4-1 in their last 5, 3-1 in their last 4. The over-under is 5-5 in their last 10 games. They lost to the Yankees 8-3, then beat the Yankees 9-3, and then back-to-back victories against the Blue Jays 4-2 and 13-3. For the Blue Jays, they are 3-6 in their last 10, 5-5 in their last 10. The under is 6-3-1 in their last 10. I've got to stop reading so fast. And they are on a 3-game losing streak. They are 1-3 in their last 4 games. The under has hit in 5 out of their last 6 games. Today was the first one that went over in a while. Beating the Angels 6-1, then losing to the Angels 3-2, then losing to the Orioles in back-to-back games 4-2 and 13-3. To me, I don't want to say necessarily that this is a no-brainer in my opinion, but I'm going to roll with the Orioles until the Blue Jays beat them. Orioles with the money line, Orioles getting the runs, and I'm going to go under. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.